stop doing that. Don't do that.
Sorry, am I turning into like the?
No, you do that thing all the time. Why do you do
It's
that?
just me.
No, I mean,
I'm being genuine for real.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What are we? Just getting started.
You want to relax? Okay. Like
Now I'm chilling now.
All right.
TKay is really off the streets now.
I love like a manly man.
Right.
I enjoy that. Not a toxic way. I don't really yield into that.
Yeah.
In the sense that he's manly, but he's still considerate. We still hear each other. It's a partnership, right?
Right.
He's an amazing host, and he's gonna have many more amazing people on his show.
Gab to the B-Dub, Africa, the rest of the world. What's going on? And welcome to another episode of the Juice 2.0. Appreciate you so much for stopping by. You're amazing. Returning subscriber. Oh man, what can we do without you? You're making everything else run on the Juice 2.0. It's really because of you. In the words of Neo, and it's all because of you. Yeah, that hits really hard. So I appreciate you so much. In case you haven't subscribed, come on, man. Do the right thing. Click, and let the family grow. You know, sibling love. You're my friend. You're my brother. You're my sister. You're my cousin. And we all in this one big happy family. In the club, we all fam. Oh, see, I was going to miss that.
Exactly.
See, that's why you're here. Yeah.
Okay, let's play. No, let's play.
All right.
Let's play.
Yeah.
Oh, you set the tone.
No, whatever. What?
Oh, you set the tone.
Remember the thing that I told you early on? What could you do? Do your worst on this episode.
I'll do it to myself.
No.
I'll do it to myself. High five, fist bump.
Can I do the intro? Yeah, this.
Finish.
But yeah, click subscribe and, let the family grow. Today's a very special episode because the guest that I'm sitting here today with is an amazing person. But first things first, I got a few announcements, man. A few sponsors, a few partners that have gotten on board, and we appreciate them so much. So first up, I got to give it up to 8 at Design. And they have a wonderful, very, very amazing promotion going on. If you have a good burger deal, rather.
All right, guys, Ada Design is having a special. You get 2 free burgers if you order 4.
Whoa. No, we don't do
All
that.
you have to do when you buy the burger, just say, TKay sent me to buy this burger.
That's not the deal. That's not the deal. I'm taking it one more time. All right, so one of our sponsors, big shout out going out to 8 at Design. You guys are amazing. And guess what? If you love a burger, a good burger deal, listen up. 8 at Design Restaurant has an exclusive offer just for the Juice 2.0 viewers. That's right. Get the beef burger and fuzzy Jaeger special just for 200 pula instead of the usual 230 pula. All right, we're taking it down for you, Juice 2.0 viewers, but only when you buy it through my Ponesa link. So the link is going to be in the bio on this episode. Check it out. Or when you scan this QR code appearing on the screen. And just follow the steps and voila, you get your burger. Buy it now, enjoy it later with your friends and save some cash. You really want to save some cash. The economy is not doing well. But remember, this deal is only available via our link and only on weekends. I repeat, only available via our link and only on weekends. So hit the link and grab yours before the weekend rush and let's grab that grub. So big shout out going out to them, 8 at Design. Repeat after me. 8 at Design. Ever been? Yes? No?
Yes.
Maybe? Oh, yeah.
They added like the nice little canopy. I like it because the sun used to just blaze through
Yeah.
those. So it's awesome.
Nice. What do you have when you?
Normally when I'm there, I have I normally order the coffee milkshake. And the way I like my coffee milkshake, I don't like it with milk. I like it with vanilla ice cream.
I've never tried it with that.
It's thick, it's delicious, it's everything you want.
Thick and delicious. You're describing a lot of things.
I'm describing a milkshake.
All right, moving on to our other sponsors for this episode. This is our electricity and airtime sponsor. So we're all about keeping it real and bringing you the best conversations on the Juice 2.0. So now you can support the Juice 2.0. You really got to support us. Growth. So the Juice 2.0 podcast, in the easiest way possible, you can support us. Just buy your airtime, data, electricity, or paying bills like you do normally. But here's the deal. Every time you top up or pay for these essentials using our Ponesa link, a small cut goes toward supporting the Juice 2.0. I mean, you want to do that at no extra cost to you at all. Same price, same service, but now you're helping us grow. So next time you're about to buy airtime or pay a bill, hit the link or scan the QR code and show love to the Juice 2.0 podcast. Let's keep the conversations growing. How do you buy your airtime and your electricity?
FNB app.
Oh yeah, so F&B, hit us up. You bought it,
FNB?
yeah. Oh,
Hit Juice 2.0 up because
Yeah.
I think he wanted me to say something else. I'm sorry.
It's like
I missed the cue. Like I heard,
Steve has got to pay me.
I heard your ad, and then instead of just lying and connecting to your ad, I was
It's
like,
man, this is what I shouldn't have asked that question.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
should have
because it's
said
like I should probably use something else.
just when I say the bank, just beep it, beep beep.
Yeah, but Steve's got to pay me.
Yeah.
Steve's got to pay
Steve?
me. Yeah, Steve. Anyway, last but not least, huge, amazing partnership. Apple City, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you very, very much for putting us on and for working with us. And if you're looking to upgrade your iPhone or grab an Apple gadget, Apple City has an amazing deal just for you. That's right, Juice 2.0 viewers and Juice 2.0 subscribers. And you who just got on now for the first time, look at that. First time online to the door, and you're getting amazing deals. God did, in the words of DJ Khaled. Yeah,
Amen.
hallelujah.
What else does he say? Don't ever play yourself. Right? Continue. I'm so sorry.
It was like the last thing.
I'm sorry.
Don't play yourself. And he says it very passionately, right?
Don't ever play
Don't ever
yourself.
play yourself. You
We
played
the
yourself.
best.
Anyway, so yeah, Apple City has an amazing deal just for you. Right now, you can get a brand new iPhone 16 for just, wait for it. Do we get a drum roll? Just for 16,300 pula.
A
I repeat,
brand new Demio.
Brand new. Right. Shut up. 16K, 300 pula. You get yourself a brand new iPhone 16 and a 16 Pro Max for only 24,300 pula. These amazing deals, we got it down for you because you're amazing Juice 2.0 viewers, but only when you buy through my Ponesa link. So the link is going to be in our bio. And also scan this QR code on the screen, support the podcast. This exclusive deal and amazing deal offer is only available using the link. Everything works via WhatsApp. So don't miss out. Tap the link and or do the QR code thing and get your amazing iPhone deal for 16 and 16 Pro Max. And I should also let you know that the 16 Pro Max and the 16 is coming together with the pods. This is the Pro second generation pods. You want to get on that. And I'm going to be opening it up and just let you know exactly what we're dealing with here on the podcast. Big shout out going out to Apple City. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your partnership. Ada Design, you guys are fantastic. You're incredible. You looked at us and you're like, you know what? Yeah, I think TKay and the Juice 2.0 is where it's at. You know what I mean? And for that, I appreciate you. Grateful. And not forgetting our electricity and airtime deal. Ponesa link. Ponesa. You guys are amazing. Anyway, woo!
I gotta say, first of all,
Yep.
I am so proud of you, dude. You have ads on ads on ads. You had to start this. Thank you. You've been dodging this thing for a long time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because you put your hand away.
Yeah.
I'm proud. Like, I'm so proud. Like, you started this off, you have taken an hour and a half just to say ads.
Yeah.
And that's growth.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing, dude.
I appreciate it.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Congrats.
much.
Come on. I think he deserves, everybody at home knows that you deserve it, you know?
They do, huh?
You always start off, you're like, so what's up, man? Now you're like, no, wait, hold on. I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
I got to get the business
gotta
out
get
of the
some
way
money.
because people see potential in you.
Yeah.
People see this platform as something that's growing, something that's
Right.
amazing.
Right.
And you got to give it up for yourself.
Thank you so. Stop doing that. Don't
What?
do that.
Sorry, am I turning into like
No,
the...
you do that thing all the time. You and I- Why
It's
do you
just-
do
It's
that?
just me.
No,
And
I mean,
I'm being
I-
genuine for real.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I say this because you've said it before, and
Yeah.
it had a ripple effect.
You
And
used
now
the
we're here.
audio
Now-
thing
I
as
used
well.
I used the
love
audio
that.
thing. You're like, I don't remember everything you say,
Yeah.
but what I remember the most is that let's see what the Juice 2.0 where
Yeah.
you take it.
Yeah.
And 3 years or 2.5 years later, we have spoken to amazing people. The government has called us to do a podcast. Private companies, corporates have called us to do this and that. And we have traveled
TKay.
abroad to record some content with really amazing big people.
TKay.
And I can say right now, it should have been from your words, your lips to right straight to God's ears.
And you believed in it, Joe.
I did. That's
That's
why we
why
put
it
it. That's why we
worked.
put it on.
That's why it worked, because you believed in it, because a part of you knew that was real for you.
Yeah.
I think maybe it was good to put a thought and a feeling to words and be like, this is
Yeah.
what I've been feeling.
Right.
And you put it, I was like, you didn't even like ask me.
No. What, you need some money for it?
No, I don't need money
man.
for that. I mean, you just being successful is great enough. But I
Right.
mean, I'm not trying to be too sweet.
I got
but
you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
just like Juice 2.0.
Oh. So you know the request that she has for this show, for this episode is
Yes.
that we use a different. We go back to
Yes.
that intro
Just for my one.
just for air.
Yes.
Because that's like a full circle, man.
Full circle moment. And
Anyway,
it's
I'm gonna tell
amazing.
them how hard it has been to get you back on the podcast.
We'll
but
talk
ladies and
about that.
gentlemen, hey man, you've been waiting for it. A lot of people have been asking, like, where is she? But hey, we dragged her, literally yanked her for this episode. The second time coming. I need you to put your hands together for the beautiful former Miss Botswana, an author, an actor, a dancer, a mother, and a wife. Oh no. Oh, okay. No?
Please, there are no rumors starting here. I am not a mother. I am not a mother. You are a father.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not a mother yet, but continue with the intros.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the juices out there in the world, I need you to put your hands together and help me welcome back to the episode, to the podcast rather, the wonderful, the lovely, incomparable Palesa Molefe. Hey, Olerato is in the building.
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta do it.
If we had like sound effects, can we do like a?
Talk to this man right here.
Yes, no, he nodded. Thank you.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like fine.
what's going on?
Man.
I know.
Man, oh man.
I know.
You and I messed up. TK and I were
Yeah.
chatting
Ah,
before we started this episode. So
Yep.
Tatahela, a lot of the juice has been
yeah.
juiced out.
So if this episode is not as juicy as you expected to always be, we
We're
exhausted
so
everything.
sorry. We were kind of like talking, but we'll try and bring it back. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm amazing. I'm so happy we're having this chat.
Yeah.
I know that we had a bit of a tight squeeze,
Oh my
but
goodness,
I know.
man. Like it's
but we made it happen.
it's been almost 2 years now.
It's been a while.
And I think
It's been a while.
you know how it is when things are supposed to happen when they have to happen.
True.
This is one of the moments where I feel okay, God
True.
literally just said, I order your steps, so your step today is headed this direction with this young lady.
Yeah.
So let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Unlike every other week, month, or year in the past where do you kind of, incline yourself with that?
I agree with that because also from the first podcast we had,
Yeah.
right? I think a lot of the change that happened in between us, in
Right.
your life and in my life,
Yeah.
had to happen for this conversation to be viable, right?
Right,
For us
right.
to be able to reflect
Yeah.
and be like, yo, we've come from long.
Yeah.
First time I saw you, you were in this position in your life.
Right.
I was in this position in my life, and now Refa.
Yeah.
Right? And I really just want to urge us, because we were talking about this earlier. I want us to have a conversation, man. Like, this is not an interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
I
not-
hate interviews.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh my
Ugh.
God.
Trust
Oh
me.
my goodness.
I want us to have a chat. So, you're asking me how I am, but really and truly, I do want to find out how it's been for you.
Yeah.
Like you've said so many amazing things in the sense that from the last time we spoke,
Right.
you've been able to travel, you've been able to do amazing stuff. Government, private sectors have
Yeah.
called you up. I've seen the people you've had on your show.
Right.
Amazing. You've had international guests. Can
Yeah.
you tell me about that? How has that been?
It's been incredible because when we started, right, we're sort of the brand that not a lot of people were happy with. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
I
Also,
mean,
you're very cheeky.
I mean.
You're so cheeky. Oh, TK. Like you always find an opportunity to say something crazy.
Just sneak it in,
It's
you
just
know,
like,
the back
oh, is that
there.
what you mean? So I'm surprised you say government reached out to you.
Yeah, they did, man. Look, well, last year, this year not so much, right? Last year we had a few places that I didn't think we were gonna get through to because of the brand that we thought people had made us to be. You know what I mean? So those were the blessings that I can count. Traveled abroad to do some things. Just out of the
Come
country,
on, man.
just out of the
Say a little
country.
something. You don't have to say what it
Just
was.
out of the country. Oh, Hobawena.
Where did you?
That-
No, but you dish it out. You should be able to take it, TK. Where did you go?
Yeah.
You gotta spill
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. A lot of people that are able to dish it out cannot take it.
Hypocrites.
I know. Gladly, shameless.
Okay. So you
Shame.
went abroad.
But that happened.
Yeah,
and it
amazing.
was strictly because of the Juice 2.0.
Ah.
I've had people like Buntle Mudisele. Not that every other guest that has been on my podcast
I know.
is, but it's Buntle
But that was big.
Mudisele.
That was
You know what I
amazing.
mean?
I saw that with
Pretty,
her husband.
With her husband,
Yes.
Pretty as well. Primo 19, Robert Boy, just really cool people that have poured into the into the podcast. So life has really been great, but last year was really tough.
Okay, tell me about that.
Like
What do you mean by that?
the last part of last year, I had like really, really deep personal hurdles and obstacles, stuff that I'm definitely going to be able to talk about as soon as I know the direction that life is taken. You know what I mean? Because some of it is still kind of lingering.
It's still happening, yeah.
You know what I mean? But God is good. You know,
Of course, He'll always carry you through.
God is good all the time. And but where I am now, I'm happy, man. I'm about to be a dad. You know, I'm about to be a father. You know, I put in the work. I put in the work.
I almost imitated you.
You almost did that.
I did. I was like, tell me about that.
Yeah.
TK, you are a dad.
Yeah, you were telling me about how you see her content on TikTok
Yes,
and just for you.
That's how I found out.
It's all right.
Actually,
you were
because
like, oh, TK.
I was like, because I know there's a video where she's like, I'm tired of keeping this a secret.
Right,
And then she backs up from the camera. I'm like, where did this happen?
Yep.
And then you did that little what is that? What do you call that thing?
That little clickbait snippet thing that we put out.
You did the clickbait thing where you weren't even talking about your relationship, but you made it
You
sound
fell for
like
it.
I fell for it. I'm so ashamed.
Gotcha.
I fell for that. I was like, finally, and then because I'm not a big fan of comments, but I went to comments. It's like, am I bugging?
Right.
And then all the women were so upset. You said finally.
I know.
They were like, what do you mean finally? This man is so toxic.
I know.
But as soon as I saw that baby bump, I knew it.
That's what it was. Look, it's podcast world, so that stuff happens. I was walking someday at a mall, got into a shop. One lady literally came to me and she said, I really don't like you anymore because of what you did on TikTok with that clip right there.
Oh, because she fell
for it. She's like, oh man, why are you doing that to, everybody loves my woman, you know? It's
but that's what everybody does. Like in the podcast world, social media world, clickbait is live.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling before we like kind of digress? How are you feeling about being a dad?
I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm really, really happy. I think I'm at a stage where I really want to start a family, legacy, put my tail down. Oh, actually,
I thought you're just getting started though.
Whoa. What are we doing? Yo,
why you sounding like a
tiger.
dog? Whoa,
Easy, tiger. Hey, yo, what are we? Just getting started.
You want to relax? Okay.
Now I'm chilling now.
All right.
TK is really off the streets now.
You wanna leave it for? That's not what I was talking about.
Oh, what
TK.
were you talking about? What were you talking about?
Work. What are you talking about?
Putting in the.
What are you talking about?
You got me there. You did it on purpose.
Does anybody know it?
You
No.
did that on purpose.
I genuinely meant like I thought you're getting started in terms of work and legacy.
Oh yeah, we getting started. We just getting started.
Yes, man. You have so much to do.
Yeah, I really want. I don't know about you. You're gonna tell me just now,
Yes,
right? But I love a big family. Right, I'm always that guy who gravitates towards like amazing dramas on Netflix or Showmax that have like family-oriented values and principles.
I feel that.
Like I went back to watching Parenthood, and I was like, "Whoa, God, what's going on? Parenthood?"
I don't think I've ever watched
Yeah.
Parenthood. How is that? What is that?
It's great. It's just like a huge big family values, family this and
Oh,
that. You know what I
nice.
mean? Just like really
Nice.
mellowed down family values.
Okay.
But so I'm into Parenthood, and I
Yes.
love a big family. So the work is definitely gonna continue.
Yeah.
And I wondered, like, how is it for you? Like, what kind of person are you?
I mean, look, I was raised just by my mom,
Yeah.
by myself with my mom, but I definitely want a big family.
Right.
I see it all. I envision in the house, I have this apron on. I'm sweaty because I've been cooking.
Butt naked.
Hell no.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Just,
There's my kids in the living room. There's baby shark.
they can't see their mama butt naked.
Playing. Hell no.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah.
You go to the garden, there's some friends there. My husband is having a pop and place with his friends.
Nice.
And my best friend just brought her long-term boyfriend to the house for the first time because I would only allow her to bring him to my house if she's dated him for more than 6 months. And this is the 6-month mark. They're in the house. She's brought her child who
Right.
she had with somebody else, right? Because this is life. Life happens to everybody. It's noisy. It's busy. It's
Right.
life.
Right.
I want the noise. I want the, hey, come, can I take your car and go get the meat outside? The guys have finished the wors, and I want wors.
Ah, beautiful.
Whole thing.
I like that.
I want
Are you being strict to your kids that are running around making a whole lot of noise?
Not in that moment, because
Okay.
there's too many pots on the
Right.
thing. I'm dealing with so much.
Right.
And my partner, I'm just like trying to make sure he's not drinking too much
Ah.
because I need him to help me clear this up.
What is he into? Is he like a whiskey guy or is he drinking beer with the guys? It's usually like a great, nice beer.
It's a beer. I mean,
It's a
if he's doing a braai,
It's a beer.
It's a beer. Like, he's doing whatever beers he likes. They're playing some nice music. The ladies are having some cocktails.
Right.
If we had energy, maybe we made like a little margarita thing.
Nice.
You know, the big jar.
Nice.
And then you just gotta pour a little bit. You know, caution, no caution. You're at my house. It's fine. Have fun. You'll sleep on the floor, on the couch, whatever. That's what I want.
Lovely, man. I wonder where is he from? Like, this husband of yours.
I mean,
Because I already want to be there, man. It's like a nice vibe. I'm probably friends with your husband
you
too.
will come
Yeah.
with your lady and your
Right.
baby.
3 babies by then. Because I imagine you're going to take
Yes.
4 years from now? No?
Yes. This is
So
the
3
marriage
babies.
to
Because
come.
I'm
3
doing
babies.
by the year, baby. By the year. Put
I mean,
some work.
If it's by the year, then let's just say 6 babies just for TK, because TK
Hey,
is a
yo.
little extreme.
Hey, yo.
I mean,
6. That's how long
you're
you
coming
tryna-
with a bus full of babies, and I'm gonna make those babies clean up after that party, actually. But I mean, honestly, you know, we used to be on this, especially my grandparents and
Right.
just people like the older people. Marry a white person. Marry nyala lokhoa, nyala lokhoa, nyala
Yeah,
lokhoa.
yeah.
You know, I don't know if they mean complexion lokhoa or they just mean somebody who's not from here.
Right.
But I don't know. I've grown to just sort of like allow whatever syncopates with me to just connect.
Right.
I always find like I love white people. Like, white people are mad fun.
I think that's probably where you're going to end up at.
Why do you feel that way?
I mean, if you've had a great experience with white folks before?
I mean, white people are mad fun, but I won't lie about one thing.
Yeah.
I enjoy having common grounds. Like, there's only certain things black people only get
Right.
about the interactions that they
Of
have.
course.
You understand? Like,
Yeah.
you make the jokes. Like, if I make a joke with let's say I'm married to a white man and I'm like, oh, my mother would beat me. And then he's like,
like,
no,
oh,
no. Why
Yeah.
would your mom beat you?
I can see how that would turn out.
Oh, I just want to speak in Setswana. I just want to speak in like an African. I
Right.
think it's what, you know, it's.
And then he doesn't
And
understand
then
how
he doesn't get it, or he
yeah.
can't throw it back, or we can't have that agreement, or even
Right.
just values and principles. Like, it would have to be a white person who's cultured, really cultured in like different aspects, especially the African culture, but it's not appropriating in terms of like,
sure.
I'm part of the blacks. You're not part of the blacks. You just respect the cultures, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I know actually make it a point to try and learn a few nuances.
Okay.
You know, language, because
But
language
does
becomes
that feel pretentious to you, or is it real?
most of the time. Most of the time it's like, yeah, buddy.
Whoa.
Come on.
Like
you know?
we love the love,
Yeah.
but I feel like sometimes it's okay not to be fam in the club.
For sure.
It's okay for there
It's
to
like-
be different clubs, just so that everyone doesn't feel like they have to become someone they're not.
Yeah, also because you fell in love with this person that you are.
Yeah.
Right? Let's not try and cross over here and you know try.
Yeah.
I get the gist of it. I get the effort. I get, you know, where it's coming from, like it's from a good place.
Yeah.
But you know, we fell in love with the right person. So
Yeah.
just stay there, I stay here. We'll meet wherever we can meet.
There's also the line of just respecting each other. Like, for example,
Ooh.
right? If I marry a white person and I have cultures and, you know, traditions at home,
Right.
I would want there to at least be, even if you don't fully understand, the respect that this is what we do at home.
Yeah.
You know, I know some people who don't believe in the concept of lobola.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And lobola is not going anywhere.
As far as I checked,
as far as you know, as far as the eye can see,
Yeah.
you will always appreciate the woman's family
for sure.
for nurturing this woman.
Raising this kid.
You're
yeah.
not paying for her. You are appreciating and thanking the family. And if you don't understand the concept, okay, right, but you're marrying into this family, this is what happens. But then it's disrespectful if you're like, F this. Right? I don't have to do this.
I get there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you have to meet in the middle. Otherwise, how did you guys even get to a point where you felt like you could marry each other if there was no compromise from both sides to be here?
Right.
Right.
I get that. From what I've learned, if I'm to do it very soon, I'd have to put up like 8 to 10 cows.
Where's she from?
Saroy. Kimawat. Mamawat. Mamawat.
You
You know what I mean?
Why don't you make it or 11 yan? TKay? Come on, you're the big Don Dada. 11 cows is nothing.
Let's do it.
11 cows is nothing to
Let's
you.
do it.
On record.
Let's do it.
TKay is going to take out 11
Hey,
cows.
maybe not on record.
Between
What are
8 and 11.
what are we doing?
Between 8 and, okay, between 8 and 11. That's a big idea. Okay, when
Yeah.
are you planning on getting married?
Hey, yo, can you relax with all
Oh,
that?
it's a surprise.
I mean, hey, yeah, I mean, Jesus.
Next year vibes?
But look, it's gonna happen. I know for sure it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna tell when it's gonna happen,
Yeah.
but for sure it's gonna happen.
What do you believe in that constitution? Do you believe in the 50-50? Do you believe in the 100-0? Do you believe that a woman is traditional and
Right.
a man is the provider?
Yeah. So primarily, I believe that a man is supposed to do everything as far as provision is concerned, and provision is not necessarily monetary, right?
Okay.
It's not just finances, although predominantly I think that's where it's at. But if you find a man who provides outside finances, he's providing peace, he's providing leadership, right? Especially leadership. And if it's spiritual leadership, then you probably found like a really, you struck gold, man,
Yeah.
with that kind of provision for
1000%.
leadership, peace. Then the money stuff is, the lesser included in the greater, you know what I mean?
Wow, I love that.
So primarily, I believe I really should be that guy. But when it's the monies, I feel if I'm not able to do it, because life happens,
yes,
right?
very true.
Then maybe I need a person who's able to say, look, don't worry, baby. God is good. All things work together for good. You're going to come back. But for now, let me handle this business. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I believe in the 50-50 in that regard. But
Yeah.
primarily, I hope God blesses me that I get to be
He
able to
will.
say, yo, stay at the house.
He will. Like, do you,
Stay at the house.
Like open up 10 businesses that
You know
might
what I mean?
fail.
You
It's
know
all
what I
right,
mean?
baby.
You say Palesa's coming. All right, what you guys want to do?
What you got?
I use that other card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's how about you? What do you feel
love
your
that.
regime is gonna look like?
I love that. So she should be able to rest in her feminine.
Yeah, you know
Love
what
that.
you see?
Love
You
that.
see?
Love
That's
that.
what I want. Rest, baby, rest.
Love that. After the one God made me, He made.
I know where this is going.
But God made me, He made me for the soft stuff, man.
Yeah.
He made me for the plush stuff. But I will say this. I see that setup very much same context.
Yeah.
He is the provider. I love like a manly man.
Right.
I enjoy that. Not a toxic way.
Okay.
I don't really yield into that.
Yeah.
In the sense that he's manly, but he's still considerate. We still hear each other. It's a partnership, right?
Right.
So even then, I know myself. I can't sit on my laurels. Like, I'm not the kind of person to sit and just be like, "Bap."
Yep.
Like I need to do something. My
Right.
mind is always working. Yes, I do want to break. I'm a woman. I want to be able to say I want to work once a week. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But in that essence, I do like to rest in my femininity as well. I am quite the nurturer, especially because my mom is quite the nurturer.
Dope.
And so directly because of that, I am the kind of person who knows how to multiply something when I'm given that thing.
Incubate, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Not just physically, which
Right.
is amazing.
Well, metaphorically, you can incubate anything in the world and
Anything
it
in the
multiplies.
world. Exactly.
Yeah.
Holding emotion, checking yourself emotionally as well. I think it's so important to, and I know I'm being in the mental health awareness space,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
really does come down to being able to check yourself when it counts. Not saying mistakes don't happen and people don't have flare-ups,
Right.
but it's that conversation of seeing each other as people and as equals and saying, okay, this is who you are, this is where you are, this is who I am, this is where I am. Where can we meet? What can I do? I'm the kind of person, I see a gap and I fill it. You understand?
Same here.
Very proactive,
Yeah.
right? You're an
Yeah.
active partner. And so I see it that way. And whatever picture we decide to draw together and colors we decide to use, that's up to us.
See, it's drawing it together that matters, right?
That matters.
Dude, how lucky or unlucky have you been with that description, with finding people that understand that and be able to just keep something going?
Like romantically or platonically? romantically.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I feel like it's so hard. Like
it's so hard because it's so easy in the beginning.
it is.
Dude.
Later is like people just drop the ball. It's
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Do you think people get tired? Do you feel like it's just like you are there, then you're like, okay, I'm tired of drawing this picture now.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to draw this anymore. Or do you feel like we want different pictures?
I think the picture is supposed to be a direction, if I hear you correctly, right?
Yes,
the
yes,
picture is supposed to be
yes.
like an
We're-
end goal.
We're very metaphorical today. But yes. Yes.
But so I feel like most of the time people feel like they're drawing pictures, but they're really not drawing pictures. Or one of the people in the relationship is really more concerned with drawing the picture.
There's only one person drawing.
There's only one person in the relationship.
Ooh.
So people don't get tired. They just didn't have a direction with the relationship. And you know what we don't do in Africa, or maybe just in the world as human beings? Communication about what picture we're drawing and where.
The honesty about that as well is crazy.
And then we get shocked, but we never had the
how?
conversation. So,
We never did.
So I can see how that might be hard for you. you
So
know?
it's hard to be accountable as well, because if you never have the conversation, how do you hold each other accountable? And that's very interesting, because I think it's also dependent on where we are in our
Right,
lives.
right.
I don't want to just say age, because there is an age where your prefrontal what is that? I almost said cortex.
that thing.
Prefrontal lobe.
That
What
thing.
yeah.
Oh, you say lobe?
Is it
Hey,
lobe? Oh yes.
come
lobe.
in, huh? Mrs.
She's
Director.
very essential.
Come in.
She's like, stop talking to me. Sorry.
Yo, you better keep this one.
Back to
alright?
camera.
We're keeping this one.
Back
Alright,
to
she's
ca-
very sorry.
So, they do say there's an age where your prefrontal lobe sort of fully develops. But I do think depending on the stage you're at. For example, I might meet someone, an amazing person, but we're not honest to each other about how present we can be because of the stages we are in life.
Right.
Someone could be going through a transition into their life where they have to go into a faraway country and have, very realistically, faraway country, and it's somewhere where there's no network. But this is the person you're madly in love with.
Yeah, what place are we talking about here? Come on.
See,
Right.
I'm being very...
Why?
No, like it's
Captain of a ship.
Yeah,
right.
captain of a ship or
Right.
whatever, just working with like engineer and
This is
stuff
very
like that.
hypothetical, right?
It's very
It's like
hypothetical.
out there,
But
ballparking
also,
it.
But also in J, just where you are in life, TK.
Right.
Like you could be you could be in love with somebody going into corporate, like deep corporate. You're about to get your
I can see
promotions.
that. I
You're
can
going
see
to
that.
be introduced to so many different people, so many new avenues, so many new opportunities, and you are in love with someone who has very different interests from that. And her growth or his growth maybe is more towards fighting for the arts, right? And very anti-capitalism, very anti what you're into.
Right.
And then you guys sort of just repel from each other that way. Like you love each other, but your growth trajectory is just in two completely different directions.
I'm going to really want to ask you this, man. Like, what is the
Oops.
definition of love in this context? Because, guys,
Please start, actually.
What
I'm
are
going
we-
to think about that.
what
For
are we-
you, TK, what is the definition of love? And there's no wrong or right.
I
don't
see
think-
what you did there.
I don't think there's a wrong or right. I did not do anything.
Because now I'm like, wait, what is it again?
Exactly. But I really don't think there's a wrong or right. I
Look,
think it's
okay,
very
so
subjective.
whatever definition it is, all right, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
But for the sake of time, right, whatever definition of love it is, I feel it must be something that's able to take care of everything, including what you're saying. People going through separate, different spaces of their lives, that thing called love, if it exists, let it take care of everything. It's
But
the fact that it's
that's
the
very
fact
careless.
possibly.
Like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Because what I'm thinking is the absence of love makes it possible for people to do that, which would then make it possible to say, look, what we had might not have been love after all. It should stay if it's love.
Have you ever heard of the concept you love something enough to let it go?
I don't believe in that.
I do. You know, when you love something or someone so much, let me take the analogy of a butterfly. There's a beautiful butterfly, it lands in your hands.
Yeah.
You are enjoying the moment it's giving to you.
Right.
Keyword, it's giving to you.
Yes.
It's time to fly away, because that is just the way life had written it. But because you don't want it to go, you close it in. You have to stay with me. you cannot go anywhere because you're an amazing thing that's coming to my life.
Right.
And by virtue of us doing that, oops, you crush it, you kill it.
Yeah.
It turns into something bad, not because that was your intention, but because you didn't allow that to happen. You didn't allow your love to let it go.
Right.
And I think sometimes it happens even in relationships. You find yourself hanging on to someone, not wanting to let it go because you love them and they love you. But realistically, just the way you two are, it could be your interests, it could be where you are in life, it could be the future plans you have individually just don't align, they don't match. And you know that if you continue down this path, it could turn into something toxic and something vile. So why would we want to turn something beautiful into something so bad because we love each other? That's so selfish of us.
I feel you. Damn, who was this guy?
Am I making sense?
Who was this guy?
I'm just smart.
Yeah, I mean, that hypothetical turned a little serious. Like, it was like vividly in your brain. It's like, yeah, he loved me. I loved him. But you know what? No. Look, so I totally agree with that.
Okay.
Some parts of it.
Okay.
But can I argue that
Yes.
maybe in the context of the butterfly, analogy of the butterfly, right? You love the butterfly. It's easy for you to let it go, right? How about the other person, right? Did they love you? Did they not? Because if it's easy for them to go through a space where it's sort of hard for you to accept, do they love you or not? I don't know if you get it. But because if two people genuinely love each other, I genuinely feel like nothing stops anything from happening that's bad or that separates these two. It's almost like the Notebook.
Oh.
Hey.
Didn't they go through like a lot of pain in the Notebook?
Oh, they did. But
yeah, but who wants to go through that?
I mean, life is suffering,
I
isn't
don't
it?
want to go through that.
Isn't life suffering?
No. You just pick your battles.
Nah, some battles are thrown on your ass.
I mean, pick them. If it's just dark, you'll be like, no.
You've seen the Notebook?
I don't remember it. That's why I know they went through hardship. I don't even remember the hardships they went through, but I know they were like, oh, baby, love you. And then, ta-ta.
Yeah.
And then crying in front of a house that he built for her.
Yes. Oh, you remember the Notebook, yeah.
Yes.
Is there any other movie that like remotely comes close to that?
No.
Right?
I mean, some would argue, okay, I almost said the Titanic.
Oh, no, don't do that.
I almost said the
Jack,
I mean, he died, but I mean, just going on the basis of things, she was a woman who he, in the real world, wouldn't have access to and couldn't be with.
Right.
And they had their challenges in between.
Right.
It was just a whirlwind romance. And it was that separation and coming back and sacrifice, which is essentially the Notebook. It was that separation, coming back and sacrifice, because he built a house for a woman in the name of love for somebody who he didn't even know he would, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Acrimony.
Can I be honest with you? I actually don't like that movie.
I don't either. After a while, I was like, why did I watch this movie?
I don't...
So, who
like
did
that
who
movie.
wrong? Like, did Taraji do him wrong? Did the guy do her wrong?
It's very simple for me.
Yeah.
Taraji was not in the right for me.
Oh, shout out Taraji P. Henson. I was talking to her last night.
Are you lying?
Why would I lie?
I can't tell if he's being serious.
Taraji P. Henson.
Okay, the way Stan is looking at you, you're lying.
Guys, faith is a thing.
Yeah, you're lying.
As small as a mustard seed, if you have it. I spoke to her last night. Yeah. Well, through an agent and an agent. Oh, so this is
I
because
told you to
of...
stop doing that.
All right.
It's not even
So
funny.
it's 1-1, right?
It's 2-1.
I got 2?
Yeah. I did it for the last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was great. Thank you so much for tuning in.
No.
Palesa.
Like I was saying, before we wrap this up, we are wrapping this up. What the hell was I saying?
Acrimony.
Yes. I think Taraji was...
You're worse.
I think Taraji was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
And okay, guys, if you disagree with me, Hadi.
Yeah.
But
I think she was too.
right?
Yeah.
Look, it was hard.
To be fair, it was hard.
Yes.
Yeah. How long did she have to take care of a
we
man?
cannot disregard that. It was hard. And this is a man who had so many ideas before that failed, and he was just milking her dry.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And with time, her feelings just withered, man. It was just like, I can't keep carrying you. Gape, just the hierarchy of things, you know, in people who want traditional relationships. I know some people don't want traditional relationships, and some people don't have that.
Right.
But people who want traditional relationships, eventually you start to lose respect
Exactly.
for your partner.
For your partner, yeah.
He hates to see that.
Especially
you know,
men.
Men don't
Because then
like
that ego is very, very fragile.
And as a woman, we don't like being in that position at all, you know. So I when it got to that point, I completely understood where she was like, look, she was about to lose her mom's house.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think she actually lost it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because it's like, I mean, I love you, but I don't know if I can keep losing things for the sake of us. And please don't get it wrong. I believe in you. I believed in you for
All
years.
these years, man.
I have been taking parts of myself and dissecting myself to give it to you to make sure you're fine.
Right.
I've just had enough, right? And then it gets to a point where, in all honesty, even though in the movie it does show that a woman did come in and introduce him to the right people,
Yep.
Taraji was a big part of that foundation.
For sure.
She was a huge...
This other woman found a polished guy, and it was
Yes.
all the work of Taraji.
Yes.
Yeah, and her money.
She found a guy who was like 90% done,
Yep.
you know, and
Crazy.
yeah,
It's wild.
you know. And she also what she did was do the introductions to the right people, because I think according to the movie she was like more connected than Taraji, right?
Yeah.
And then bam,
Hey, yo.
this man gets money.
He gets millions on millions.
Okay, before we continue, what would you do? You are with somebody, you get money, do you go back to the love of your life, or do you make it work with the new lady?
I mean, if it ended terribly,
It ended because your inventions made her
took too long.
sell her house.
Right.
And she lost her mom's house.
I think if there's no person that's already in my life, a new person, I'd go back.
But if there's a person...
Remember, you got amazing deals happening at 8 at Design, amazing burgers, all right? So you get over there by clicking the QR code. It's going to lead you to everything that you need to know about this amazing deal. Shout out going out to 8 at Design. Big shout out going out to Apple City. We also have a 16 Pro Max deal and an iPhone 16 deal that you can get through the through the link in the bio and the QR code. So do your thing. Click on it. It's going to lead you to all the steps that you need to take. And voila, you're going to have yourself a very discounted price for all these amazing deals happening at 8 at Design, Apple City. And obviously for your electricity and airtime, you get to buy your airtime using this QR code and the link in the bio. And that's a Ponesa link. Click on it. It's going to lead you to how you can buy your airtime, you can buy your electricity at a very, very discounted cost. And you get to do that because you're part of the Juice 2.0 family. Don't say I didn't tell you. All right, so back to Taraji P. Henson. Before we're rudely interrupted. Like, who's doing that? He thinks this is a television show. We're podcasting.
It's a...
Speaking of...
By the way, I love the way you say like podcast. It's a podcast.
Podcasting.
It's a podcast, guys.
I'm Zimbabwean, remember?
But you can say pod if you wanted to.
I know.
You do it on purpose.
I do it on purpose.
I like it though.
Yeah, you do? Oh. What else are we talking about?
Nothing.
Wait.
So, Taraji P. Henson, right?
Why does it feel like you could almost tell when I'm almost getting silly and stupid and I'm about to...
I do. I see you.
Yeah?
I see you for who you really are.
It's like from far,
Yeah.
like, no.
Sniper.
Stop. Whatever. I don't... Taraji P. Henson.
Yes.
So I would go back...
No, you would only go back to her if you had nobody.
If I had nobody.
But
But
you
if
know
I
what?
have someone else, yeah. Because it's not fair for the new partner, is it?
Okay. So, when he gets the money
Yeah.
and he's successful,
Yeah.
it's very obvious why she wants to go back.
It's the money.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's also just being a part of the story. I think as women sometimes we attach ourselves to our partner's story because we pour ourselves so much into that. So not so much, oh, the money. It was like, oh, it's finally happening. All the years we've put in, and
Right.
you know, I forget that at some point in time I let go because I had enough. But it's like, oh, you're finally hitting it. I believed in you. But then he's,
Hey, whoa,
but he's like,
whoa.
no, he's like, yes, you did, but along the way you didn't anymore.
Right.
And then another woman picked up, and then she kind of,
Yeah, and you can tell the new woman was only there for the money. Yes.
No.
Oh, she helped him up, right?
She
hooked him
did.
up.
I
Oh, this
think-
guy was lucky, huh?
No, he got really lucky.
This guy,
in that
and
story,
so
he got
are
lucky.
a lot of men, right? Who have found like, look, I know people, right?
Yeah.
Mutual friends, acquaintances,
Yeah.
people whose wives have just like really, really held it down. And that's not stories that you find nowadays, 2025, when it
no.
comes to romantic relationships, right?
People cut.
The moment a brother is not doing very well,
Bro.
most women, not all the
Yeah.
women, they're like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
What kind of woman do you think you are as far as like holding it down with the men? Warning signs, you like, burp, 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 deuce.
I don't know how to answer this question. I wouldn't
Is
even
that
lie
right?
to you because it's very circumstantial.
Yeah.
If I don't know you, if I don't know you and we're getting to know each other, and
Yeah.
already off the bat you're showing signs of
Right.
somebody I would not appreciate or like being around,
Yeah.
I remove myself from that situation.
Right.
But I cannot lie and say, hey, there have been times where I tried to become Jesus Christ. And, I
Showed you dust.
I tried to save. And the saving just came from, I think, also, when you don't deal with traumas you've had,
Right.
and you always want to fix things and people. Even in friendships, I've showed up like that in friendships before, where I would always be the initiator. When you're
Right.
always initiating in things and you don't see that this thing is broken, or this thing would not exist if you were not trying to pull weight.
Right.
And the moment you stop pulling weight, when you do realize, is when everything sort of falls apart.
Crumbles.
So same thing even in relationships. Like I right now in my life, I don't tolerate anything. Like
Right.
I understand we're not perfect. I understand we're people, but as adults, there's things where you realize, okay, this is just a shortcoming. But if I can tell this is malicious,
This is a stronghold.
nah,
Good.
if I can see there's a demon, hi, fire on you.
Jesus.
Sprinkle holy water.
Blood of
and then
Jesus.
because honestly, TK, it's like some people go out of their way to become the devil in your story.
Straight up.
Some
Straight up.
people have this malicious intent
Yeah.
to come in and almost just want to ruin you.
Right.
And
right.
it is crazy for us to allow people like that in our lives, because your life will go asunder.
Oh man.
And then when
We
that
hear
hap-
the stories almost all the time.
you
innit?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you have the moments when you realize someone is trying, and especially if you guys are reading each other's love languages,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're not used to them, and they try and they fall short sometimes. People who like acts of service.
Yes.
That's a very good love language of mine.
Yeah. Oh, is that right? Because I was
yes.
about to ask you, like, which one does it best for you?
Yes.
Acts of service.
Acts of
So you're
service.
running around for baby,
No, I like it being done for me.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Sorry if-
Flew. Yeah.
Sorry if you didn't get that part.
Flew over. But
But I'm like that as well.
right.
I am like
ah,
that. as well.
sure.
No, I
That's
promise.
good save. Good save.
No, I am like
For real,
that.
for real?
For real.
Okay.
I am like that as well.
Oh,
But
nice.
I like being considered. So, for example, if I like being considered, and then
Yes.
you said you would do something, and you've been doing it before, and then you don't do it now, that's not a reason for me to cut you off.
Of course.
You understand?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it happens.
Okay, so acts of service. What else are we? Because apparently there's 5 of them, right?
Yeah, I think, what are the 5? Acts of service, gifts,
Physical
quality
touch.
words of affirmation.
Wait, what was that? It's part of it, right?
What is your top 2?
No, I asked you first. It's like you.
Okay. So
Trying to be smart.
so my top 3.
Uh-huh.
My first one is acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
My second one is quality time, and my third one is gifts.
Ah, great. Oh, those are dope.
Yeah.
So my first is definitely physical touch. Right. You felt that?
You're so dramatic.
I had to.
I love it. You're so, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, stop having flashes, bro. What's the next one?
Physical touch. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that, and I think I didn't know this about me, but
Okay. Words of affirmation?
no.
Oh.
That too, by the
Okay,
way.
okay.
Yeah. It's grown on me, by the way. But acts of service,
Ah.
right?
You like being
So I'm talking
considered
about
as
stuff that I
well.
want to do.
Okay.
right?
Oh, okay.
To the not necessarily done to
Okay.
me, right?
Okay.
So I've recognized lately,
No,
okay,
finish.
yeah, that I like the physical touch. Obviously,
So
that's-
you like touching your woman, you like doing things for
I
your
like
woman,
doing things
you
for
like
my woman.
affirming your
I
woman.
like affirming my woman. Those are my 3
Wow.
love languages to give to it. When it comes to me, obviously physical touch is still there, right? Because we're getting laid. We gotta get laid.
That's how you got the baby.
That's how we got here, you know.
That's how
Little
you got the
bambino, you know,
babies.
bambino.
Yeah.
And I think men actually really need words of affirmation.
Yes.
And I've noticed that whenever I'm having a
Yes.
bedtime and she says just this one thing that she has known for years now that
Yeah.
works, it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah. It feels good.
let's do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's push some more. You know
I
what I mean?
love that.
So that and quality time is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you and I both, you know, love the
Except for
same.
the words of affirmation are not so big on my end.
Okay.
But I mean, that is actually funny that I said that, isn't it?
Yeah, because I
My
was
whole
like, you should.
my whole concept is words of affirmation.
Your
isn't
whole
it?
personality, really,
My
and
whole
what you,
personality.
and what you get
I
up to.
swear,
is-
guys, there's more to me. I swear I have character. I swear I have interest. I swear I'm a human being. I can laugh. Like we're chatting about movie
Right.
reviews, guys. I know
yeah,
Stan hates
go
it.
easy on it, because yeah.
But no, words of affirmation. I love that, but I just think in terms of my partner as well. Those are things that that I really enjoy. Like words, I affirm myself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's the best affirmation
Yeah,
actually.
I'm really big on that. But what I really like about what you said about words of affirmation for you,
Yep,
being a man,
yep,
you're not so hard,
yep.
right?
Yep.
I think to be able to receive that and
Yeah.
take that to heart means that you've opened up and you've brought out a softer side of yourself and you believe
Yeah,
in what this person is saying to you. Because I know it's like men are like,
yeah. I don't know. Do men, in your experience,
Mm.
right, love to hear it from their partners more than they want to hear it from their mothers? Is there a difference when you're between your mom says, "My son, you can do it," and your partner says, "Baby, you can do it"?
You mean for my partner?
For your partner, yeah.
I would replace the mom with friends.
Friends, right?
Because
Right.
I think in my experience, not even just with partners, as we get older, I feel like men do listen a lot to their friends.
True. True.
And the friends they trust. So it's like, does it mean more to your friends or does it mean more to your partner? And that's something I'd ask you actually.
Mm.
So how do you feel about that?
I think more.
Or does it depend?
Circumstantial, but I feel like I listen more to, you know what, my woman, I'll tell you this, my woman has always told me, like, yeah, what's that?
You're about to say your friends, aren't you?
No, I wasn't about to say that.
Okay.
No, I just feel like in the first part of my dating life with my woman, right,
Yeah.
I never used to listen to what she said, right?
Why?
'Cause, you know, being a guy, being
Okay,
a
so
guy.
you're just like,
And then after a while,
yeah.
I started seeing that everything she has ever said to not to do,
Yes.
not to do,
Yes.
always happened.
Women.
So after a while, I was like,
Women.
man, I gotta listen to this. I gotta listen to this woman.
No, a
You know what I
woman's
mean?
intuition is amazing.
Every other night,
Yeah.
she has told me, baby, don't go out.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Come
Something
back.
happens.
Something happens. You know what I mean?
Something happens.
But that's just that. I want to talk about your birthday.
Talk about my birthday.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday.
That's so random.
Are you
Yes,
like
thank
a
you.
Pisces?
No, I'm an Aquarius.
Well, you're February though.
Yes, second.
2nd February. Oh yeah, Pisces starts what time in February? I don't know, cause I'm a Pisces and I'm
late
in
February.
late Feb.
Like, I don't know, 26, 27. I don't know. I could be
I'm
wrong.
20, so it's a Pisces at 20.
Okay.
So maybe 19, 20.
18, 19,
Yeah, somewhere there.
right? Yeah. Because
Aquarius.
late Jan, early Feb, Aquarius,
Yeah.
Capricorn.
I'm not even big on that, star stuff like
Why
that.
you,
But
I only know mine.
oh yeah. So Aquarius, what do they say about you that you believe is true about
they
you?
believe we're aloof.
Oh,
Oh, they just believe.
is that true?
Aw.
It's like,
They really, apparently we're so detached. We can be so detached.
yeah.
We are in our own worlds.
Right.
We really operate with the beat of our own drums. We're big into being humanitarians.
Ah.
Right? Oh, she's
Are you
a horoscope queen.
your fellow?
What? Are you an Aquarian? Oh no. What else are they known for? What else are they known for? Oh yeah.
Emotionless. So what? You know all these
Emotionless.
signs, or you're an Aquarius as well?
Who, me?
Her.
Oh, her? No, she says her moon is in Aquarius.
Ah, what? Oh, you're Virgo. Oh, cool. Stan is getting tired of us.
No. He's helping me with my top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Why are you helping her with her top?
Hell, TK.
Jesus, Stan.
You Jesus damn.
Stan. Come
Oh,
on.
you said Jesus Stan.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Stan. Oh my God. Enemy of progress.
You are the enemy of
This one is helping you with your.
You are Satan.
Haven't you been on the juice
are
to?
Satan.
Haven't you? I refuse.
You are Satan.
In Jesus' name.
Stop attacking him.
I
You are
refuse.
Satan.
In Jesus' name.
Stan is so tired of us.
I am a son of God.
Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, that's what's your sign?
I'm a Pisces, by the
What kind
way.
of people are you?
Very emotional.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, but it's very
Would
regulated
you say,
now.
because on this, whoa, are you on meds?
No.
No, the way you were like, it's very regulated.
very regulated.
now. I was like, are you? Because, is that it?
No.
Because the way on this podcast you're so lively and upbeat, I would imagine your lows are like low.
Oh no, trust me. It's people that are that loud that are very emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, tweak them up a little bit
Yeah.
with just this bad thing, or you see it and it's,
But
it's
that
horrible.
that means you hide it very well as well.
I hope I do.
No,
but
I think you do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's such a good thing to hide certain things. By
No,
the
it's
way,
terrible.
but you see,
But I
s-
already know a coping mechanism of yours.
is that which one is it? What is that? Alcohol,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
But you see, the worst thing about that is that when I've had enough of it, too
Yeah.
much of it,
Yeah.
woo,
What happened?
I'm very unpleasant.
Really?
Extremely
Unpleasant how? Like, are you
unpleasant.
like, oh.
I'm aggressive.
I don't know how to describe it.
Oh,
Really? Are you more like, oh, you're
No,
not
no,
like
yeah,
bubbly?
I'm not the bubbly. I mean, the first parts of it, I'm very happy,
Very
excited,
happy.
laughing with everybody. But the moment, it's always that small thing that everyone can tell. It's very small. Everyone agrees it's very
It's a
small.
but that
to me, ne?
it's a big thing.
No.
You're
you
at the
must-
height of it.
You must just know.
Yo.
I'm getting
No, but
there.
that's not good, TK.
It's not at all. And I know that about
No.
myself, which is why I've tried to really take it down on
Take
the
it
alcohol
down a notch, ne?
and or drink when I'm home, you
Mm.
know. But how about you? Do you have, bad Palesa that comes out whenever there's like maybe too much?
No, I think not bad. Like I'm definitely not a ho person.
Whatever,
But-
man.
But I do think if I have had a bit too much to drink,
Yeah.
I become too social.
Too social.
Too social.
Great.
Too lively, too social.
Right. Oversharing too?
Yes.
Yeah. I hate
And
that.
I always regret it the next day.
I hate that part.
Because it's like, but the worst part is sometimes it happens when I haven't even been indulging. You know, when you're just talking and you're like, why did I just tell this person that?
Yeah.
What? You know?
It's gotta be the right environment as well.
I
The
don't like-
best company.
Because sometimes I look at myself, I'm like, oh, it would be great if I was mysterious. And I was like, quiet, you know? And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm not like that.
I know.
Even during Miss Botswana, and I struggled so much
Oh my God.
because it's like protocol. Like you have to be
Oh yeah.
very diplomatic. There were times where,
Stanimo type vibe.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, there were times where someone would say something and I just want to be like, worrying. And I'm very expressive. Like my face can be quite expressive. So it's
Right.
like you say something and I'm like, but then I have to be like,
Oh yeah, protocol.
but now I'm really myself in all.
I brought up your birthday because what was that photo shoot? Oh my God. I was like,
Cute picture stand.
if I- oh my
You're gonna
God.
put nice pictures of me in that dress.
oh my God, yeah, let's have
Wow.
that on the Mercedes Benz.
Wow.
Mercedes, all right,
Wow.
invoice.
CLE coupe,
CL oh my
darling.
God,
Coupe.
red on red on red.
And let me tell you something. That team is incredible. I had Delana on the dress.
Shout out Dilana. I spoke to Dilana early on.
Yes, you
Yeah.
have to do a podcast
Huge
with
fan.
her.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Appreciate her
Beautiful
so much.
dresses.
Yeah.
Nhlanhla did
Shout
the
out
shoot.
Nhlanhla, yeah.
Nhlanhla is actually also the one who organized that coupe, dude.
Is that right?
Like the way things came together that day, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And then Vugish on the face.
Oh, nice.
And then
Well, that makeup was dope.
oof. And then
Ah.
Miss Botswana on the hair.
That hair was.
It was
Do they
crazy.
still say on fleek? No, they don't do that.
Just say it. I don't know. It's your podcast. You can say whatever you want to say.
It's on fleek. Yeah.
It's on fleek. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was on fleek. Yeah.
No, it was crazy.
Great.
Like D wasn't even sure the vibe she was gonna go for. But even if D is kind of like, I'm figuring it out, I never stress with Jelana. Like, she always has it figured out. It was pop, 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 and I was like, wow.
Man, what was that? What were you going for exactly? Because for your posts on Instagram, right? I get Crazy in Love, the song on the background, right?
Ding,
and I can see the walk with
ding,
Beyonce,
ding,
obviously with the
ding.
dress and the
And
the
Stan
wind is
shot
just...
that actually. Did you see the video?
No, I
yeah,
didn't.
Stan was there.
No, there's a video?
Yeah, you didn't see that video?
No.
Oh,
I
you
just saw-
you gotta check properly.
So there's a video of you walking and
She
doing
was there.
Crazy in Love and stuff like
yeah,
that?
but we fam here.
Hey, man, but you know, the first time you came to the Juice 2.0 podcast at the radio station,
Yes.
I say something about your lips, right?
Oh,
Right? You remember that
I
part?
will give you the same reaction.
Right? And then on this photo shoot, I was like, man, her lips are great, but that leg game,
I ain't gonna cap you. I'm not even gonna come for you right now because that leg game was crazy.
that leg game,
leg game was crazy.
Was lethal.
I mean, Delana did the slit to the gods. Delana did the slit to my throat. That slit was up to my throat.
I don't know. Delana is not into crime, right?
I mean, she might be because she's killing them.
She. Come on. I was
Come on.
That was dope.
Come on.
That was a shout out Delana.
No. No, it was a lot of fun. Okay, so the whole purpose behind that shoot, honestly,
Yeah.
I wanted to feel sexy.
Right.
I wanted to feel grown. I wanted to feel feminine. I wanted to just embody that in a vision, and I was blessed, honestly enough, to have people who got it. With Stan, I don't really have to tell Stan anything in terms of concept. You understand?
Right.
He just says, "What is this? What are we doing? How do you feel?" And then he gets that, and he captured that beautifully because I also wanted to have fun.
Right.
As a person, I'm in my head a lot. I think about a lot of things and I feel a lot of things. And I was just like, you know what? Where I am on my birthday, I want to feel good. I want to feel, not that I don't feel good the way I am. Like, this is my optimum comfort.
Right.
Like,
Right.
this is Deanna. So there's Delana and this is Deanna. So this
okay.
shirt is a beautiful.
Double D. Delana. Double D.
So,
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize.
So this shirt is. I apologize. So this shirt is by Deanna.
Right.
Deanna by Deanna.
You better not go again.
Deanna by Deanna. Uh-huh. And, this is me being comfortable. A pair of jeans, just have some bracelets. I'm cool. So I'm not saying looking and feeling like feisty, sexy is like it for me. Like I really enjoy dabbling with both. Like I enjoy dressing up and I enjoy looking like this. And at some point in time, I felt bad for wanting to dress up and have hair and have long hair and have the nice dresses.
Right.
I felt like, I have to be stuck in this comfort mode and always have to be this lax person. I was like, man, who created that for me? Did I just make that up in my head? Did I just make a prison in my head? Am I crazy? And then I was like, I'll do whatever I want to do.
That's crazy.
However I want to do it.
How often does that happen? You being in on your head and then just suddenly deciding, you know what? Nope. I'm going to get out of it right now.
It happens often with different things. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Like even when it comes to work stuff, I'd be like, no, I have to do this. And I'm like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to agree to that. I think I've worked really hard as a person and you have worked really hard as a person to be able to turn down some things if you feel like you don't want to do them.
Right.
So even just the way I look, the way I express myself, it's like, maybe I have to be quiet when I'm with this group of people because just be yourself. If they don't like it, it's fine.
It is what it is, yeah.
You'll find people who get it. And also what matters is if you like them. Do you like them?
Do you like them? Yeah.
Do you like where you're at?
Right.
Do you find yourself in that position sometimes, especially because your line of work deals with interacting with so many people that you find that, no, I have to be this TKay here and I can't be the full extent of who I am.
Of course. Of course, yeah. There are certain rooms, certain places, certain people. You dumb it down or you turn it up the flub up. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like it's just part of the job or you have to do that or you don't have to do that?
look, I think I don't necessarily have to do it.
You
but,
just find yourself.
But I find myself doing it, but there's also most of the time a conscious decision that says we're looking at a certain result that we need to come out of this particular setup. So you choose what certain personality you want to go with.
True.
But I'd rather I don't have to do that. You know, I'd rather I just live my life so full, you know, because really, every person you see, every place, every room you move into, the mentality is, I'm going to bless them with the blessing of my personality.
Yes.
Anything short of that, it's a disservice to what God has predestined for that moment.
Right.
Right? So the mentality is, man, I'm freaking TKay. God's gift to humanity. Oh, there's a girl that hated me at some point back at UB.
What did you do? What did you do?
So I think I was just in my TKay mode.
Oh my
And she literally said to my face, kind of your problem is that you think you're God's gift to humanity.
You're like, yeah.
But I was like,
I am,
I mean,
though.
come on. Hey.
What did you do to her is an important question.
I just don't remember. It's UB
That's
is
the
like 20,
problem.
20,
You did something crazy to this girl.
2012,
You
2013.
did something crazy to this
Oh, she
girl.
did something to me.
And then you...
But it's like somebody help me. Remind me of Kevin Hart. Help. me, nigga. Help me. Is he the funniest comedian?
I love Kevin Hart.
Is he really the funniest comedian?
People hate Kevin Hart. I love
you
Kevin
are
Hart.
bugging.
Why? Okay. What would you say?
are
Dave
bugging.
Chappelle?
Dave.
I think Dave is cool, but he doesn't really tickle my fancy like Kevin.
Because it's not stupid, silly comedy
I
like
love
Kevin.
Kevin's stupid, silly comedy. Like, this man is so expressive when he talks about his jokes. He's like, if I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, right? I say my back is up against the wall, my mouth to there. Help me,
that was my favorite.
Help me, nigga. You know, he talks about so many things.
So from that time going forward, I just felt like, man, I got stuck back there, which is why I can still reference that. Like, help me.
Like, you feel like that was his best.
That was my Kevin Hart. Everything else. So there's people like Cat Williams.
Oh, Cat Williams is fire.
He's
Oh,
fire.
he's fire.
I don't know how you feel about Andrew Schulz.
Ah, I don't know who's that.
Yeah, check out Andrew Schulz.
Andrew
man.
Schulz.
Schulz.
Schultz.
So it's,
is that
I
a
think,
TZ?
I think it's a SCHULZ. Schulz.
Okay, SCHULZ.
Yeah.
Schulz.
I don't know why they pronounce it Schulz.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just me, but
it's
yeah.
his surname.
So Kevin Hart, huh?
I really like Kevin Hart. I won't lie to you. I do. I also liked Martin Lawrence back in the day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Martin Lawrence
Goat.
is a classic. I used to watch Def Comedy Jams.
That's
Whoa,
where it's
that
at.
was amazing.
Yeah.
There's so many comedians whose names I wouldn't even remember, but they were
It was
phenomenal.
fire.
Those
Dude.
Can I say niggas?
Yeah.
Do you know, there's something about the Western world coming into our phones that something we're so used to saying, you now get sensitized. You know, I saw some lady on TikTok saying, y'all Africans shouldn't say niggas. I'm like, ma'am, am I lost? No, genuinely, no, I was so lost. I was like,
Yeah.
did we steal?
Did we steal that? Nah, I don't think we did. It just kind of infiltrated.
Did we? But it's been here for a long time, right?
Yeah, what? The
word,
niggas.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been here for a minute.
Okay.
For
I
the
know it's
longest
not
time.
the most appropriate word to say in many
course,
settings.
of
Like,
course.
you can't incorporate. You can't be like, good morning, niggas.
Good morning.
All right, protocol is observed to all my niggas.
Y'all niggas registered.
All right. Okay? I'm sorry.
Please go on. I'm already in the office and I'm like, yes, I'm that nigga. And we have observed protocol.
That's crazy.
I know you got more.
That's great.
Come on.
No, I can't.
Let the meeting
bro.
begin.
No, I can't, dude. I can't. I have so many, but I
Hey,
can't.
you kill me. He's like, all right, niggas.
He's like, you niggas are messing up the system. You niggas voted us in.
Imagine if niggas was flying around in parliament. Niggas in parliament would be crazy.
Nigga protocol observed. That's crazy.
That'd be wild.
That's crazy.
Oh, you kill me, man.
That's crazy, bro. Let's wrap this up.
We're not wrapping this up at all. So your birthday was phenomenal.
My
Happy
birthday
belated.
was fire. Thank you.
So quickly you turned how old? Do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
Yeah?
I turned 26.
Oh, you're still young.
Yes.
That's
I'm in
beautiful.
my mid-20s.
Yeah, that's where
And
it's at.
I will say,
Yeah.
I've been, because when I was young, like when I was 16,
Yeah.
I'd want to be 21. When I was 21, I want to be 23.
So was the
When I was
chase, right?
23.
Right.
I think something really clicked for me in my mind, and I'm like, do you know what? This is my advantage. Being young is my advantage.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You know?
Because I just turned 34. I'm like, whoa.
Nah.
Whoa. Don't even do that Kevin Hart thing. Remember when he was talking with what's his name?
My elder.
Whatever.
No, you're young. 34 is really young.
34, apparently, but I just feel
34
like,
is really young. You're young.
you know, there's always that pressure that if you're a man at 34, 35, not too far from 40,
What are the pressures of that, though?
not to make it.
But you know,
Because the value
you
of a
know,
man in the society, right?
Yeah.
For a lot of things is your status.
You didn't feel that pressure when you were 26?
Not really.
Oh, you were still having fun at 26, like you were still chilling.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah, you took me back. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, bring it back.
What was I doing?
Bring it back. Okay, so 34. What do you feel are the expectations from society?
Well,
of you?
just from me, you know, I think
It's the prison.
Sort of. You could call it that.
Okay.
Let's call it a prison.
Okay.
Right? I can do the Palesa thing
Yeah.
and say, yo, nigga, you gotta step out of this
Yeah.
prison. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, nigga.
yeah, nigga.
You got this, nigga.
You got this. It's almost like from the Boondocks. Yeah, nigga. Step out of this.
Yeah.
But look, society, part of it, status for a man is everything.
It's everything.
People don't like to talk about it
But it's
and
real.
really admit it.
real.
But for every man, for you to ever feel like a man, whatever that is, you need a really big status in the society. Wherever you get it from,
That
however.
sucks, man.
I know.
Because
I know.
how many positions can really be allocated?
Right.
Right? How
Right.
many seats at the table can really be allocated? Because the truth is, everyone can make their own table, but there's already an elitist group that will determine which table is viable and which table is not.
Another conversation people are not ready to have, the elitist group that can decide fates.
And that's crazy.
That's wild.
And, you know, I won't mention any names, but it reminds me of a conversation I've had with one of the ladies when we were at Miss World for the second round. Because, you know, there was the first round. That was interesting.
Yeah.
It was fun. I think that was the part that everybody really enjoyed before the COVID thing really happened. And then we had to
Right.
come back home and go back there.
Right.
And when the winner was announced, everything was said and done. You know, she came to me and she said, you know, I don't get it. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I was one of the best contenders here. I don't get why I was not chosen. And respectfully,
Yeah.
I have to be very careful how I say this.
Or not.
I still have to be
Okay.
very careful how I
All
say
right.
this.
Be
Also
my-
because I'm hosting Miss Botswana on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to become blasphemous. But
Right.
and it's not about Miss Botswana. It's the pageant world. So that's why I'm saying that.
Right.
And I had to say to her, you know, you cannot expect to come to a certain platform that you are aware of their interests and their goals and become so heartbroken they didn't choose you.
That's real.
I said that to her because I didn't want her to feel like that was the only validation she had for her pursuit of this.
Right.
It's pageantry, yes, but it's also advocacy.
Right.
It's also passion. It's also seeking
sure.
opportunity.
For sure.
And I then urged her, I said, this is where people then create their own platforms and their own tables. Because then you can fully appreciate who you are and what you bring.
Right.
because you go here, you come here, you're excited about coming here. You're not validated here. And then you're crushed. You can be disappointed. Yes, we all have expectations, but that should not be the end of you. Also because you are aware of the scope of this.
A lot of ladies know the scope of what's been happening in B-Dub as far as pageantry is concerned. And I feel like this is a conversation you possibly would have with some of the ladies who, number one, are very disgruntled.
Why, from your observation, why do you feel like women are disgruntled?
Honestly, I don't have the context, because most of them, especially, there's a lady that just quit today, right? Miss Botswana.
I saw that.
You saw that? It's like, yep, niggas, it's been nice.
But I won't even lie to you.
Yeah.
Man, it's so easy to want to quit like pageantry because it really takes a toll on you.
Is that right?
Emotionally, physically, mentally, financially.
Yeah.
Like for you to become a Miss Botswana, you need to be a woman who is like resilient.
Right.
I'm not even talking about weird stuff.
Of course.
I'm talking in general. Like it's something that's very taxing for you.
Yeah.
During my journey in Miss Botswana, at some point in time,
Uh-oh.
there was a week I was sleeping on my friend's couch.
Are you serious? A whole week? Like Monday to Friday or Monday to Monday? Yeah, what's a week again? Okay, well, what was going on?
I lived out of town.
Okay. So you're referring to the resilience you had to go through, the sacrifice you had to go.
No, you do have to go through a lot of sacrifice. You spend your own money. You need to if you don't have a budget, you're always going to be spending money.
So I guess look, I'm also trying to, you asked me a question about what I think it might be, right? And then you say it really takes a toll on you as a contestant. And I feel like maybe this is a conversation that most of B-Dub doesn't know, because the first thing most B-Dub folk go to as soon as there's a person who just quit is that there's something weird going on in the background. And
it's not always something weird.
And stories like Dabila Moses's, right, would almost sort of fuel that conception, right? And that context.
I mean, it wouldn't sort of. Dabila was very clear about.
Right. I was trying to
with
choose
with her podcast. She was very clear about her feelings about him. Right. Both entities had their own side of the story, and I think it's just left to Botswana to sort of decide how they felt about it.
Right.
And where they fell in.
So that happens, and then you have Stefina, who recently dropped out, and what she says is that, look, personal reasons, but subsequent posts on Facebook would definitely tell you and indicate to the fact that there's other weird stuff going on, because why then would she say, what did she post and say? One way or the other, the truth is going to come out. That's definitely not a truth about how it took a toll on her, right? I mean, if you dissecting that, that's not the conclusion you arrive at. You definitely arrive at the conclusion that, man, there's some weird things going on. Question to you is, were there ever weird things that happened to you when you were doing your own thing?
Yeah.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, they were. I think at some point in time. So I deleted my Facebook page because just Facebook is very noisy and negative.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't read comments, but I remember there was this one time. I will answer you. Sorry.
Okay.
There was this one time I had to go through my Facebook. I was like, why are people? Why are you saying this? Why? Yeah. But it was years ago. But
right.
That was the last time I ever checked my comments, and I've been very afraid to go back.
Right.
Only because when people are heated, they really say how they feel.
They go in.
Whether or not they mean it, but people and Botswana don't hold back.
For sure.
I mean, during Lesego and during my thing, at some point in time, we had to have like a disciplinarian hearing because Botswana were bullying other contestants.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they were just sort of. Botswana are very crass. Just say how you feel, right? And you gotta love them for that, but also you have to fear them for that. So just going back to your point of what happened to me, and me connecting it to the Facebook and me deleting it is because I truly believe that at some point in time, people were upset with me for not fighting like pound for pound. You understand? There was a time where we had called a press conference for everyone to come, and people were expecting it to get dirty.
Right.
Like they were like, yeah, she's about to drag these people to hell. And I didn't.
Yeah.
And they were like,
What
what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Get down and dirty.
Right.
And I didn't do that for a couple of reasons. So the first one being my future.
Okay.
I didn't want to tumble and like get dirty and like drag people and drag people's names because I knew that I was being watched. I knew that this was gonna stay on me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And in the future, if I want to do business or work with somebody, these are things that are considered as part of your character or your brand, you know. And I was thinking about that first and foremost. And you could argue, say, Balisa, no, man, but you know, you're not fighting for the people. You're not fighting for the people.
And what about the other girls that need to be?
What about the other girls that need to be?
Yeah. We're good.
Okay. You know, what about the other girls that need to be fought for?
Yeah.
I was barely making it myself.
All my life I had to fight.
And it wasn't even about, what you're doing to me. It's like, I am trying to keep it together. And I cannot be in a negative space right now.
Right.
I cannot open the floodgates to this because I go pound for pound. We're all in pain. We're all distraught. Where does that leave me? That leaves me in the dirt.
So what do they expect you to out about whatever was going on? What
I don't know what they expect me to out.
Oh. No. But you just say they...
No. I don't know what they expect me to out, but I just feel like there's a feeling I should have spoken up because it was expressed at the press conference.
Okay.
You know, it was expressed by media there, you know, and it wasn't an attack on me. They never tried to attack me. It was sort of like, just say it. But I was like, guys, I am trying to be okay myself. You know, I'm trying to make sure I'm fine. These affirmations I'm talking about, I'm trying to affirm myself and make sure that I'm okay.
For sure.
I had to tell Ben, the director of Miss Botswana, and I was like, dude, from this point on, whatever happens, if it's not fun,
sorry
calm
about
down.
that. Hey, yo.
I was telling Ben, I was like, dude, whatever we do from this point on, if it's not fun and it's not impactful, I don't want it. Like, I don't want to focus on anything negative right now because I need to finish this reign.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of months left on this, and I can't go on it for the rest.
Nah, you
of
couldn't
this
have. You couldn't
tension with just like, because here's my chat.
Yeah.
TKay. I am so proud of the women who are speaking up for themselves.
Right.
Because
Sabaha is part of that, you know?
yes.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even though the Miss Botswanas who have come and gone have gone through whatever they have gone through, we chose different ways to cope with it. We chose different ways to heal.
So devil's advocate is that when you choose to heal and keep quiet about certain things, does that not do any disservice to the very essence of what a queen is supposed to be? A person who looks out and gives warning and speaks against injustices, right?
I love that.
Right.
But I would also counter to say there's so much good that's been done that I don't appreciate everything being shadowed.
Right.
Because a woman chooses to say something or not say something.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I think we're all entitled to how we feel and to express ourselves, but you also have to try and give grace to people who don't speak up. I don't think it's fair to say you didn't speak up because you have malicious intent.
Yeah. Do they still hit you up like, yo, you see what's going on right now? Why don't you say something yourself too?
Still.
2025?
Ain't nobody do that to me.
No?
No.
Oh.
Also, I don't think I've remained in the pageant space and
For a
stayed
while.
relevant.
Why
in
is
space.
that though? Because you remember at some point, I don't know if you watched the overview podcast.
Okay,
Or
I
just-
don't really watch it, but maybe I've seen a snippet. Remind me.
Yeah, I think at some point they advocated for how great you are, even greater than Lesejo Chombo, to a fact that they didn't even feel like Lesejo was a worthy Miss Botswana because you had done so much. You were the true epitome of what it really, really,
Can I
means
ask
to
you
be a Miss
why?
Botswana.
Why do you think people felt that way about me? Not in. We'll answer that, but not
Yeah.
in comparison to Lesotho. But
Of
why do
course.
you feel like Botswana were like, yo, Balisa?
Yeah, I think it was one word that's been really going around TikTok nowadays. It's like aura, right?
Ah,
I think you had the aura. Number two, you were really confident. If I'm to compare it to what I had seen before, right? Very well spoken, right? And also you had your TikTok, you had your artistry thing
Yeah.
infused into the whole thing.
yeah.
So it would seem that very smart, confident, outspoken, well spoken,
yeah.
right? But also as an artist who's able to put the same these two things together and become a huge brand. So I think that's what I'd say is what I felt Botswana felt. You were
Okay.
you were the Miss Botswana. Or how I don't know.
Okay, no, I understand it. I think being in the body, sometimes you struggle to
Yeah.
see what other people see because it's
For
other
sure.
it's other people's opinion.
Yeah, so the two boys were like, nah, we don't even recognize the honorable Lesejo
But
Chombo.
you know what I love?
Yeah.
I think she is a great example of the story of an underdog.
Straight up. Her and the president.
I mess with that
Her and the president.
because listen, this this shorty. Sorry, Your Honor, sentence is a minister.
Yeah, you know.
But she came up and everybody was really on like the Palesa train, right?
Yeah.
And this woman had been studying Miss Botswana for a while. Like
Yeah.
this woman had been studying pageantry for a while. She had seen how people did it before her and put her own flair into it. And I'd met her a few times during the process of Miss Botswana. She got crowned, great stuff. And I remember there was a cheeky little comment she made when we had like the modeling show
Yeah.
or something like that. So people were still like, yeah, Palesa has done amazing stuff and big shoes to fill, but
Oh, I remember the big shoes part.
We know
Yeah.
that Lesotho can do it, amazing stuff. And then she Lesotho is a very tall woman.
Yeah.
She goes onto stage and Lesotho is a very confident woman.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
I know you think that Balisa has big shoes. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay. I mean, so what?
Oh, she say that?
No. She then goes something to the effect of, how did she say? Because she's a tall woman, she has bigger feet than mine.
Right.
So she was like, look at her shoes and look at mine. That's what I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's a mic drop.
Yeah,
That's a mic drop right there.
But look, you need that confidence when you feel like people don't believe in you.
Right.
You
right.
need to be like, hell no.
But you know what's crazy is that whenever there's a new queen in town, right?
Yeah.
I think the thing that we really do bad is to start comparing already. You know what I mean? And that
Why
happened.
did people do that?
That happened between the both of you, and
Why?
it happened between previous other queens, right? Miss Botswanas. But what I want to talk about is a comment, if not a post that I saw. Somebody or someone was sort of. Man, they were accusing you of not holding it down for Lesejo. I don't know if you saw something like
I
that.
didn't see it, but close people told me.
Yeah.
I think because they were like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Whenever someone close to me asks me, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are they saying?
Yeah, what's
What's
the streets?
happening?
What's the
Because
streets?
I'm okay.
What's the streets?
Am I supposed to not be okay?
Right.
So I found out through that. They were like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. What's up? They were like, Botswana is not happy that You're not posting.
Yeah, you're sort of quiet
You're not
about
posting
Lesego.
Lesego. You're quiet about it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I played devil's advocate with that person, and I had the conversation with them. I'm like, I mean, the one who came before me didn't post anything about me.
Wait, who was before you?
Fafa! Fafa! You didn't post it. No, Fafa is cool people. Fafa is cool people. But,
Right.
you know, real talk though, it wasn't anything malicious.
Right, right.
I think I can't always show up when people want me to show up because I have a life of my own
That's
that
your
happens
life. That's
outside
your
of
life.
that.
Yeah.
And it's not even to say, oh, it's my life. I did my social media. I'll do what I want. Like, da, da, da.
Right.
Like I was going through stuff.
For sure.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
No, but it's easy to post. No, but guys, calm, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Calm. Like I sent Lesego messages. Lesego and I, like, good luck, all the best. You can do this. All great.
Right.
And I know people were in an uproar about it, but I'm like, guys, with all due respect,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, that's you to protect your peace.
Please, I
Right.
know, but after that person said that to me, I did go on social media and I saw that there were quite a number of Botswana who were saying, no, you guys are lying. Look at the comments she's put in her Instagram posts and stuff like that. And, you know, I was very appreciative towards people. And I always am. I'm
Yeah.
always appreciative towards Botswana who say, can you just get off her?
Right.
Like, just
right.
calm down. Like, don't make it that deep. You
For sure,
understand?
for
Like,
sure.
people are living and, you know, like, that's just what it is. So with the posting stuff, I never really took it to heart. She never took it to heart.
Oh, that's good. So you know for
no,
sure. You know
her
for certain
and I
that.
laughed about it, bro.
that's dope.
Like, even after that stuff, like, her and I were like, hela makata ga ke go support. Hela makata ha o support my girl. Like, it was comments like, hey Matakwan, are you good? I'm good. Like, it was real life stuff, you
Right,
know. Like,
right.
she never took it to heart. I never took it to heart, and I think it's fine. So even that whole thing where I was giving an example about her talking about the shoes, like if you know Lesego, you know, like, she's very
Yeah.
feisty. Like, you don't take it to heart like that.
I love that. Then the Miss World is gearing up to go to India.
Are you going?
I want to go.
Go do a podcast in India and talk to the
See. I told you
pageant
everything you say on this podcast from your lips straight
To God's ears.
God's ears. So I already am settling up for my bills to go there.
But please don't be inappropriate with the ladies, TK.
No. I'm always appropriate. I don't know what
No,
you're talking.
you're
What are you talking
not.
about? What
No,
are you
you're
talking about?
not.
What are you talking
He's
about?
not.
I am very
Mokhalemeleng.
appropriate. Jesus Christ. I am always asking daily questions. You know what it is about the ladies? Every time I have a conversation with them, I almost raised the finger on you, and then I remember you're
All
my
your
sister.
sponsors will go.
Zoop. Anisha is going to India.
Yes.
You've been to Miss World. You know exactly the ins and outs of all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Any little bit of advice that you want to give out to her? Just quickly, because Stan is about to kill us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Real talk.
I always say this, Anisha, have fun.
Have fun.
I'm not even joking. Have fun. And, you know, you are going to a place where hundreds and hundreds
You're looking in the camera, right?
yes.
Okay, good.
Hundreds and hundreds of ladies are there.
Yep.
Do not try to be too stiff. Loosen up. Be yourself.
Right.
Be
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Stan. Be yourself. Be social, right? Be the Botswana that you are. And I've met Anisha a few times. Anisha is such a beautiful light.
Yeah.
Very social butterfly. You don't, contrary to popular belief, you don't always have to be like this all the time. Just wela di bete, trust your training. You've worked very hard. Keep a big smile on your face. Be sincere with those around you.
Dope.
And just have fun, my girl. And then you'll get that crown and wazalala with that crown.
You know.
And wazal also, I mean, ask Lesego how she did it.
Yeah.
I would ask
She held
Lesego.
it down.
Lesego, if I had to go to round 2, can you mentor
Let's
me?
not talk about rounds, but it's fine. I got games here just to wrap up because I remembered that might be inappropriate. So I need to move on fast.
Yes, game.
I want to be appropriate. I want to be appropriate.
Yeah, game.
You know what I mean? Wait, is that all the serious stuff that I wanted to talk to you about?
Anything else?
I don't know. How many minutes do we have left?
Our
many
minutes
do
have
we
been
have
long gone.
in?
This has been 2 hours, right?
1
42 minutes. Okay, we gotta. We gotta. Also, wait. What was that thing with you and Ezra Neethings? You dated Ezra Neethings?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you talking about?
I just asked you a question.
What are you talking about?
Did you
What
ever
thing?
date Ezra Neethings?
No, sir.
No?
I've met Ezra twice in my life. What
Did
do
you have a
mean?
photo shoot with Ezra Neethings?
We've taken a picture at Miss Botswana. You mean the one where I was hosting?
No.
What are you talking
other
about?
pictures, man. Out there somewhere with him, his back to the world, and your face in, that photo. Ha!
With your big head.
Ha!
What are you talking about?
Ha! Ezra Neethings.
Thank you to Edit Design for that was what?
So that was not Ezra. Man, I swear there was a story, man, about you and Ezra.
Think about it. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
The juices are gonna dissect this. They're gonna,
Okay, yeah. It wasn't Ezra.
Oh, it was another. Okay.
Whatever you're talking about, it wasn't Ezra. I've never been anywhere with Ezra.
Okay.
Love his music though.
Yeah. Oh, super
Fire.
dope.
My favorite song of
Which one
yours.
is- What? Danko?
No.
No.
Karim pulelelem, pulelem, pulelem.
Yeah.
Pulelem, pulelele, khurufila jankana.
Whose song is this?
Ezra.
All right, let him sing it.
Karim pulelele, ketay pulelele, dilo teri sing ting. Right now I'm down on my knees. Okay.
Boy.
With nobody to love.
Okay, I didn't mean that literally, okay? Because you're going to sing the whole song. All right, Celebrity Crush, B-Dub.
I
Who is
hate
it?
you.
Who is it? I love you. Yeah, but TKay are not there anymore. So
Oh man.
I know, dang it.
Khatemang.
See, you're the first person to ever get that joke.
Oh, dude.
Of all the ladies
Do
that I've
ladies
had.
hear me say, oh,
It's like, no.
no, man. It's,
Hey.
you should read through the satire.
You know what I mean? Okay, anyway.
No options.
Whew. The thing is, I don't know most gens in a.
Okay. Date your Seiko.
Oh,
Why not? She's fire.
that was a celebrity crush?
Yeah, she's fire.
All
Like
right.
her style.
Yeah.
Dreads are much longer.
Okay. Celebrity crush means you're really attracted to this person.
Like I said, she's fire.
What are they saying?
And I can see her smile from across the room.
It's like, yes.
No, I can't think of anybody.
Okay. One person in the industry that is media, music, blah, 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 the entertainment industry that you would so love to take on a trip to Dubai for a week.
Anything in like with just have fun in Dubai.
Yep, just having fun and coming back.
I would love to take any media person from Botswana to Dubai would be. Is Olaf Hamchugudi alive?
No, he's dead.
Oh man, that would have been great. We would have been singing like,
Yeah,
huh?
all the oldies.
Huh?
That would be dope.
Help me.
It's like, help me. I don't know.
You normally used to have options for me, man.
Yeah, not today. Today is not the, yeah.
Okay,
it's not happening.
do you know what? And I won't lie, I think this is also to a fault because I've been out of the BW art landscape for a minute, but
For a
I'm
while,
trying to
yeah.
come back in now, and there are new faces, and I'm trying to build some relationships, and people are just like, what do you want?
What do you, who are you?
Who are you? And I'm
what?
like,
Wait, does that happen? I came back.
okay, let me not think about it too much.
Yeah.
Bakes.
Ah, yeah, that'll be dope.
No, I'd have so much fun
Yeah,
with him.
Dubai.
Actually, can I take two people? Bakes and Mpo.
Sabina.
Yeah.
Ah, dope.
Yeah, we would like do chakras and dance.
Yeah, but I mean, if you
What?
if you take Mpo Sabina, you'd have to take one other guy.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
have
let
to
them
do
marinate.
that.
Yeah, well, you kind of have to.
I'm
actually.
not marinating anything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm throwing this meal in the bin.
Oh, you kind of have to.
No.
Because he won't.
No.
He's not.
No.
Trust
Absolutely
me.
not.
He's not.
Bakes and Mpo.
Only
Next
those two.
question.
I feel like you protect yourself. Anyway, Biggest misconception ever about you out there about Palesa Molefe.
No options?
No option. It's your biggest misconception. Things that
Okay.
you've heard about you that you're like, oh my
But
God.
a lot of things don't actually come to me, hey?
They don't, huh?
Like I don't create that space around myself for people to come say anything to me.
Yeah.
Like if you wanna say talk there.
Never have I ever been arrested?
No.
No?
I've never been
Ever?
arrested.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, good on
How
you.
many people have been arrested, TK, for that to
On
be a
my
good on me?
podcast? On my podcast?
Crazy?
Oh my God.
Really?
I don't know what the juice is all
Hectic.
about anymore.
I feel like not that I am lying, but I'd lie about that. I would lie. You'd be like, have you ever been? I was like,
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, no, but I was in jail. I was in a cell last night.
Look, I gotta let you go, man. But you're an author, children's book. How is that
Yes.
doing? Is there a plan to do more?
It's going amazing. I have plans in the future, maybe
Yeah.
not near future,
Okay.
but definitely to make this a series. I want to make a version for adults.
Nice.
Maybe a version for
Adult
parents.
education.
But this is all in collaboration with respective people who know a lot more about the field.
Right.
And just have fun with it. The affirmation thing is a movement. It's not just me. I want it to become faceless
Yeah.
in the long run. I want it to become a conversation amongst people
Right.
who know and recognize that affirmations are important. And I'm really proud of it. I don't see it just becoming a book. I see it becoming so many different things, and we'll see what comes up from there.
love
I've
it.
been having many amazing conversations with people about what to birth from it, the amazing plans coming along, and we'll see.
Dope.
We'll see.
All
I'm
the best.
excited.
All the best.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to have the other podcast episode
Yeah.
when that book would have come out and we get to talk about it.
That
And you
would
know
be
what's
amazing.
funny is that when I was checking out the book and
Do you have it?
Just not yet.
Yes.
But I want to have it. You know why, right?
You got to for the little one.
I gotta have a
Yeah.
for the little one.
Yeah.
But I wondered what's the best age to ever talk to kids about sex? Do you feel?
I don't have a baby. I don't know why you asking me that.
I mean,
I mean, no, wrong person.
no general idea.
No,
Okay.
I think talk to your baby about sex when you see them masturbating.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Like if you catch your baby, like be like, okay, let's have a chat, because I don't want you catching crazy stuff. Don't ask me that. don't ask
It was such a bumpy ride.
and these days I'm so honest about things I don't know. When you're Miss Botswana, you always have to find an answer for everything.
It's so
And
bumpy.
the truth is, I can't have an answer for you. Got sex with a kid.
Oh my goodness. But I appreciate you so much
Thank
for this
you for having
conversation,
me,
man. Oh my
TKay.
God.
You're
I feel like
amazing.
we need 3 hours, you and I.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
Guys, we're so sorry for making this podcast so long.
I know.
But I know you'll enjoy it because this
Yeah.
is just a vibe. It's a vibe. You're
I-
always a vibe.
Yeah.
Quick one before we go.
Uh-huh.
What are the big plans with this thing, dog?
With the podcast?
Mm.
Oof. So I'm really not trying to jinx that, you know?
Superstitious. I feel that.
Yeah, I really don't want to put it out there.
Can you
And
say it in a vague way without being too specific?
Taraji
Ooh.
P. Henson,
Ooh.
Kevin Hart,
Love. You're being very specific,
Steve
my
Harvey.
friend.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
From your mouth.
to God's ears. Those are the plans, really. And honestly, I'm faithing it, and stuff has already started to move.
Do you see
'Cause-
this going on broadcast television?
Hey. That's
Sorry.
that's as
Okay,
far as
okay,
as
sorry.
far as I can give
I love
for
it.
that.
I
you
love
know?
it. Thank you for stopping me.
So I'm taking this time to just perfect my communication skills.
Yes.
And I wish the world had more people like you, because then what kind of episodes would, these are the kind of episodes that the Juice 2.0 needs to have every other week. Goofy, silly, informative,
Amazing.
fun, enjoyable, casual,
Just like friends just hanging out.
and smart too, So
Yeah.
I need that, but that's the plan for the Juice 2.0.
So try not to cuss and make so many sexual innuendos. 'Cause
Ha! You will not
No,
stop me.
My friend TV people don't like that.
Ha! You will not stop me.
Thanks for
But I
having
appreciate
me.
you. God bless you, sis.
You too.
Thank you for pouring into the podcast. The
Of
first
course.
time you ever say that, we clipped it, put it on a voice, put it on the
Yes.
intro, which is part of the intro for this episode
Yes.
today. I don't think you're, when people do that, there's not a entitlement. to do certain things. You don't owe me anything, but to be able to pour into the podcast, speak words, you know what I mean, to
Always.
a TKay.
Always.
We don't even talk that much on a
No.
daily basis,
Always.
but for you to always be in my space and make sure that you're living
Always.
empty. Miles Monroe says
Always.
that, like, leave a space empty, you would have given out everything.
Everything.
So from the bottom of my heart, man, I appreciate you. And I know you've got a lot of plans, including the book.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of things that are surrounding Palesa Molefe, things that we
Yes.
shall hear on the next
Of course.
episode. For those things and everything else, God bless you. May God prosper you. May He just, make sure that, when He says the good thing that He has started in your heart, He is faithful and just to complete it. I want to declare and decree now on this episode that God, who is faithful, is going to have to complete the work that He began in you.
You're
So
gonna make me cry.
I know that's the part. That's the part. That's the part. In 3, 2, 1. I love you too.
I will not try to match what you said.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
But I
that's-
will say, I know you didn't even ask for it, and I know you were not saying it to get something back, but
Yeah.
I do want you to know that you suck. I'm kidding. No, seriously.
That was good.
I know. You thought I was gonna say
that was
something
good.
nice.
I was like, yeah.
Me?
In my heart, I was like, amen,
Nice?
amen, amen, amen. I was
Never.
like, what?
You suck. Oh, amen. No, take it
Oh,
back.
no,
Lord.
take it back.
Take
No,
it
no,
back,
no.
Lord. No, seriously, you're the next chapter of your life.
Yep.
All the best within you, Baba. I feel it in my heart that it's a boy.
All right.
But in all honesty,
Yeah.
this thing, amazing stuff.
Thank you.
It represents so much more than just a fun time on a couch.
For sure.
It represents connection. It's elevation.
Yeah.
It's your life moving forward from one place that you were in, TK, remember?
Yeah.
And now you're here. There's freedom, there's responsibilities, there's things happening in your life, yes. But sometimes we take those things and we say, thank you that this is something I have to deal with, because many people don't have the opportunity to say that.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
Take that, run with that. Trust your process. And pray for the people that surround you. Pray that you have people who fill you. Pray you have people who help you. Pray you have people who are destiny helpers in your life.
Right.
Because the dreams that you have and the things you are going to accomplish, not that you just want to accomplish,
Right.
are going to take a lot. And you are ready for that. And you are geared for that. You're lovely. I'm going to stop here because it's going to get very emotional and very churchy.
I know. But we don't mind that at all.
But all the best.
Thank you
okay?
so much. Thank you so
You're
much.
a phenomenal spirit. You are an amazing person.
Amen.
All right?
Amen.
And may God continue to guide you. What's that line? Drake? May God protect you, heaven accept you, angels protect you.
Oh, okay.
Stan, help me.
I mean, Stan is all about
may the
Eminem.
angels, may God, please 1 second.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, sure.
1
I
second.
mean, time is not even off
I
the
know.
essence. Let's
Wait,
just-
I'm gonna ask Chipitwa, Chat Chipitwa.
Oh yeah, chat.
What's that Drake line when he talks about angels protecting you and heaven accepting you?
All right, there we go. Don't disappoint, chat. GP3.
Yes. May your neighbors respect you, trouble neglect you, angels protect you,
Amen.
and heaven accept you.
Amen. Oh, Drake say that?
Yeah,
Drake say that?
that's from a song, right? You
All
know
right,
it?
I guess forget Kendrick Lamar. We don't care about you no more.
No, don't say that. They
Okay.
not like us. They
don't
not
like
like us.
us.
They
They don't
not.
look good.
All right, bye, guys. Thank you guys for coming to my podcast. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you next time on the Juice 2.0.
Oh. Palesa Molefe, ladies and gentlemen. And don't you forget, 8 at Design, Apple City, and your electricity and your airtime. Click the QR code or the link in the bio for all things easy to buy. All right, your burgers and your phones and your electricity and your airtime. Don't you say I didn't tell you, but until the next time, you and I get so juicy. Maybe more juicy than we. No. It's not gonna. Nah.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
we're-
Bring it back. Bring it back.
The next time we get juicy, bye.
Bye.